Donald Trump has been imposing a lot of tariffs since he took office, and if the nature and scope of these tariffs confuses you, don't worry, you're not the only one.
Thank you, sir. Next, in 2018, you imposed ad valorem duties, tariffs on imports of steel at a 25% rate. Since that time, a large number of exclusions and exceptions to that tariff rule have been implemented. Because of the damage to the United States steel industry that those exceptions and exclusions have imposed, we're now, this order would reimpose that 25% ad valorem tariff rate on imports of steel, and it's presented for your signature now.
Okay. Do you understand what that means?
Do you understand what that means? I mean, why don't you tell me, President of the United States, what this means? Explain ad valorem to me like I was a child. This is Trump's own policy, and he's so bored by it. And you can tell because at one point, he gets so bored, he just starts peeking into a random folder on the desk. Like, what's in here, candy? Picture of boobs? What do we got? Oh, just more folders. Why is this guy still talking? But Trump's not the only one making moves. Yesterday, there was a big announcement from Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, Trump's top cabinet member if you go by blood alcohol level. Now, Hegseth got the gig by promising to go to war against woke, and yesterday he won another decisive battle.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has renamed the Army base Fort Liberty back to Fort Bragg. The previous name was changed, you'll remember, to Fort Liberty in 2023 as part of an effort to cut military honors bestowed on those who rebelled against the Union during the Civil War.
There it is. I direct the Army to change the name of Fort Liberty, North Carolina to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. That's right. Bragg is back.
Yeah! Suck it, libs! Ho-ho! You didn't want this military base to honor a traitor to America? Ha-ha, too bad. Woke is dead, and Confederate General Braxton Bragg is alive.
But this time, Bragg is not a reference to the Confederate general. The name now honors an enlisted Army soldier named Roland L. Bragg, who the Pentagon says was awarded a Silver Star, Purple Heart for combat during World War II.
Okay. Wait, you renamed Fort Bragg after a different Bragg? So after all that bitching about not giving into woke history, you're basically admitting that we shouldn't name military bases after Confederate generals. Well, it's a good thing woke is over because I think I can say this now. That's a move, Hegseth. Just to be totally clear, Roland Bragg is not a famous figure in military history. He's just someone who worked for this weird name switcheroo idea. Pete Hegseth basically said, find me a guy named Bragg who served in the Army and didn't own slaves. I mean, he didn't even have a Wikipedia entry until today. Today. Do you know how obscure you have to be to not even have a Wikipedia page? There's a Wikipedia page for cats that look like Hitler. Hegseth, look, I say either commit to honoring a Confederate general or don't. But trying to find some kind of name loophole is just silly. I mean, why do I get the feeling Pete's gonna try to pull this with his wife? Like, baby, I didn't cheat on you. Her name was also Susan, okay? I'm restoring greatness to our marriage.